So far in this Easy Zone System series, we've learnt a couple of things. One, the box speed that the manufacturer gives us is not necessarily the speed we're actually going to achieve. Different developers and films give different speeds for the film, not the one the manufacturer told us about. So how did we sort that out? Well, in the Easy Zone system, we used the shadows to see what speed we were getting. We did our contact print. We made sure we found the exact time that gave us just maximum black on the edges of our negative. And then we used that time on the enlarger to look at our shadows on the contact print. They were too dark at first, weren't they? My ISO set at 50 for Pan F was far too fast. The film was not achieving 50 ISO. And therefore my shadows were too dark. They were down near zone 2. We need them in zone 3 at least, and even in zone 4. The higher the zone we go, the more separation we're going to get in our tonality. You don't want to go much over zone 4 though. I wouldn't recommend that at all, and I usually sit between 3 and 4 myself. So having learned that by adjusting our ISO, we can bring the shadows up into a more tonally nice way, we've also affected our highlights. Now, there's a direct correlation between your highlights and your shadows, and you can't change that correlation. By lifting up the shadows by a stop, I've lifted up the highlights by a stop, and there's nothing I can do in exposure that can change that correlation. But in the darkroom, there is something we can do to help us. Now, if we've lifted the highlights up a whole stop, that means things like our sky and our clouds are going to get burned out, and we won't be able to print them very easily. So we use development to bring down those highlights into a printable area. So we are exposing for the shadows and we are developing for the highlights. Now this works even with digital photography. If you're scanning your negatives and you've brought your highlights down, it's easier for the scanner to utilize those highlights, but it's not as essential. For us using paper in a darkroom and printing on photographic paper, it's very important. So let's go in and find a famous man who told us exactly how much to reduce our development by. And that man is Gene Noken, and he wrote this book, Photographic Printing, recommended reading if you use a darkroom. And in it he gave an easy way to bring down your high values, your high zones by one stop. And that is to divide the development time by 1.4. Now I had an original development time of 8.5 minutes. So divided by 1.4 gives me 6 minutes. So I'm going to develop my negatives now for that 6 minutes, make a contact print so that we can compare last week's to this new one. So let's just remind ourselves where we were at. So here is the original negatives, Pan F, taken at ISO 50, and I put these shadows here in zone 3. And as we saw, it underexposed the shadows by around about a stop, I think. So then last week I retook the photographs, and this time I had put ISO 25 on the Pan F, and we can see how we lifted those shadows right up by at least a stop. And looking here, we've got some decent contrast up here because we developed for the full 8.5 minutes with the developer. So we had better shadows, but we pushed the high tones right up an extra stop. So plenty of contrast, but too much development. So this week we took the photographs again, but this time we used that same ISO of 25 and we reduced development by dividing the developer time by 1.4. And as you can see, it's a little flatter for that, which I expected, but it's also brought the sky down slightly. You can see the sky is slightly darker, which is good. And the tide had just gone out, so This area here, look at this area here, and it's similar to this area here. So it's maybe very slightly darker due to the reduced development, but not a lot. We're still getting nice, bright shadows. Let me bring that other one back in again. Where is it? Here? Just to compare. So there we are. We're still getting lovely, rich, illuminated shadows and a nice contrast. Now, I decided I'd make some prints to show you. So the first one I made was from the first week. And this is a print using Pan F at ISO 50. It's got the dark, dingy shadows. Can you see that? Very little gradation, not a lot of contrast in the shadows, not as nice, but these areas are okay. It's just the shadow detail that's missing. But then by reducing the ISO to 25 and reducing development, we get this one. And look at those shadows now. Look how luminous they are. They're quite beautiful, actually. Even I like the look of these shadows, and I wasn't expecting this, but look at this lovely luminosity around here. Look at the reflection of the sky on the back of that boat. And you can see these lovely little pebbles shining, glistening. As the tide had just gone out, you can see a lot of detail in all of the shadows. And yet, by reducing development, we've brought the building back into lovely contrast again. And the sky, you can see cloud. Look at that, clouds in the sky. So we are getting a really much more easily printable negative. Yeah, I hope you like that. I hope you like what you're looking at. I'm just really liking the look of this photograph now. From dark and dingy to this. Luminous, glowing, very pretty. Some of you have been asking what the developer was. It was Crawley's FX4 developer. I used it 1+1. And with Pan F, it gives me an ISO of 25 and 6 minutes development. And this was printed at grade 2.5. So look at that. Very pleased with those shadows, it's very much. Now, when I originally took this photograph, you'll remember I said I don't like to take photographs with great big areas of shadow in the front. And you can see why. Normally they look terrible. But when you use this technique, this is the kind of quality you get. So I'm very pleased with that. So I hope that has been interesting for you to see. In the old days, some of you will remember this, in the old days we always used to say half the film speed and reduce development by 30%. It was like the standard thing to do. And this is exactly what we've done. We've halved the film speed and reduced development by 30%. And that's why we do that. Thanks very much for watching. Thank you to my patrons. They bring this video to you. Every month they help me bring these videos to you. So if you want to be a patron, if you want to help as well, please, you'll see down below, I'll give you my patron link and you can join as a patron. And that's very helpful for me. Next week, I have something new to bring to you. I hope you're going to like it. So subscribe, like this video. It helps very much to get this video seen by others. Share it as much as you can. Let's get these videos out. Let's get people watching these videos. Thank you, everybody, and I'll see you next week.